Cube only had 2 classic albums.
No.
And I said, well,
I won't
actually,
but
he wrote all the other stuff.
Yeah, 2 solo
So,
albums.
So technically, all the classic is his. And then I said NWA. Then you said NWA ain't my cup of tea. And I said, well, that linear timeline that exists in everybody's world knows that this, that, and that. If you talk about the West Coast, that's what it is. I never said nobody was better than nobody. That's 2 different responses to 2 different questions.
No, I know. And see, when you got in, that's all I was just saying with, I'm trying to make my statement that Kendrick was the best of the West Coast. So all I saw was your statement about that.
One was like to Dre like, and one was they separate. They were separate statements. Dre, the Ice Cube wrote this was in response to Dre saying he only had 2 classic albums, and I'm like, well, he wrote the NWA album.
No,
so
I
you
was
gotta have more than 2 classic albums.
No, you're right. I was trying to argue for Ice Cube for real because I like Ice Cube. He's my favorite rapper that came before my time for real.
So they separate.
And see, that's why I started attacking your stance because I'm like, why are you mentioning that? But I just want to know if that was better.
That's why
that's all I
attached it to the statements directly, as opposed to just putting it in the thing.
Yeah, because I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? I'm like, bro, you are 2 separate things.
I was arguing about the 2 classic albums. He don't just got 2 classic albums because NWA Straight Outta Compton is a classic album, and he wrote the majority of that album.
I was gonna say Straight Outta Compton the classic. He got 2 classic solo, but that is basically solo if he wrote everything. That is solo if he wrote everything.
And the only thing I was just trying to say is, and when you're, because it started with Kendrick and Wayne.
I was trolling a lot, but
there's a reason whether you have them 2. Whether you have them 6, whether you have them 7, whether you have them 10, there's a reason that Kendrick is rated high. Now, he hasn't been as active as people, but he's put out quality. And 2, Nas took a break during his prime. You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot had to do with his mother, but we've seen people take breaks during their prime.
I think Rakim did that shit.
And that's really the only reason why
volume can work for and against you at the same time.
You know, I just said that's why Wayne said a lot of bullshit. The F phenomenal that come from
like people have a lot of ammo on both sides for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you eventually you write enough, you gonna say some crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's why I like Wayne. The F phenomenal that come from making too much.
I'm a Jay-Z fan. I'm a Jay-Z fan, and when he said I'm an animal, half man, half mammal, I've been mad for a while. I'm like, why would he say that?
I'm surprised.
Half man, half mammal. Animals are mammals too, motherfucker. What was you saying?
All men. What
would you say? Nipple.
That may be bad.
Hard, like what do you say? Hard like nipple, Wayne.
Troy didn't believe that was a Wayne line though.
Yeah, I clicked on it and it go right to the line on the Apple.
No, I thought you was mentioning Drake because I said Drake after Enemies and Hennessy's, and when you said it was Wayne, I said no. But see, you got to deal with that because he say I don't owe you like 2 vowels. You after a while you gonna run into some shit like the F is phenomenal or hard like nipple.
That nigga literally said they confirmed it too. I ain't
why did you do that? Look,
I know what he meant. I was defending that nigga for years.
See, look, I'm a Drake fan. And when he said I get green like Earth Day, I get mad every time I hear that fucking verse. Come on, man. Like, I know you simple, but don't make it so simple now.
Sometimes you get so hot that you feel like you can say whatever, however, because it don't matter.
Thank you. I can say what
Wayne one of the people too that make it sound like people like that. Like you said, when you told you tricked your boy and said Wayne said it, that nigga said that was the best song, that was the best thing.
Listen.
Like even Wayne, like he sold this line to me, but I remember being in college. Remember, they know. You know, I'm the shit, y'all just poop things. Not everybody can say that. You get what I'm saying? But he was hot during that time. He can sell it. It's a bad bar, but
nobody can say that to me. Like, I'm going to be mad.
I feel you.
No,
look
I know.
how young we was. It's the way he delivered that. When he delivered, like Pusha T said something, be like, oh yeah, like
Look, man, I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to get y'all out of that.
because like
We
my
talked
thing
about
is,
this 77 times. Stop talking about your age and where you was and all. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of
Trash is
that.
trash,
If I
dude.
look back at the years,
no. The reason
of the
why I
songs that
say
I
that
know. I
is
was 8, 9, 10 years old. I ain't gonna keep letting these dudes get away with that.
no. I remember that because what I'm saying is I remember being at college and we had something like the Apollo. Apollo probably got like 200-300 people there in the auditorium,
Man,
and They Know came on,
man,
and
that's the
we
song
all
of
just
that
went
might be the song of
crazy.
that
You
year
get
for
what
real,
I'm
dog.
saying? So what I'm saying is I always try to recall the moment
Yeah.
of something happened. Like sometimes some shit may age bad. Like I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to listen to Ludacris and I'm like, ooh, I'm listening to it now. Like
Big
I am not liking it.
in 8th grade. Them Jordans came out. I forgot what number it is, whatever it is. I was hooping at them in Longfellow, but the Thug Life album came out, and for what I was going through at that time, it fit that time. But I
Yep,
don't
it fits the
listen to it
time.
now.
Yeah. Like I trolled Pac. So like a
You ain't
lot
got
of
nothing
shit
in
I don't
Rodney,
like.
dog.
But
You ain't
it's
got
some
nothing no good,
songs.
dog.
Tell me.
No, no. No, what I'm saying is like you may remember and I'm like, damn, it's dope. Like so it's a lot of Pac songs I don't like. But it's some songs that's
Pain. I listen to
undeniable,
Pain.
like Pain. See, I don't like Pain is crazy because I'm like, that's just high level rapping. It's good beat. You picked it. The cadence is dope. See, I'm going to like that over
I Get Around.
what's some
I know you
shit
don't like
that I
that.
don't really like. No,
Okay.
I like I Get Around. I'm
I
gonna
like I
probably
Get
like that
Around.
over Dear Mama. Like I ain't gonna lie, Dear Mama came on
I
and I
Get
was
Around was
not
Now
good
liking
come
though.
it. I'm like,
on,
ah
let's be
man.
real. If a car roll by and you hear, I won't deny it, I'm a straight rider.
Right.
You
No,
go.
that's fire. Look,
Yeah, yeah.
no, I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. But I ain't gonna lie,
Me
I
neither.
did not
I
like
don't either. I
California
don't like
Love.
that.
I
I
still don't
don't
want to
like it.
play that
I
shit to this
don't like
day.
California love.
I
I don't like the
still don't want to play
passion.
this shit to this
I
day.
don't like none
No,
of that.
I like It Ain't Easy.
no,
It Ain't
man.
easy.
So I'm
Being
like,
Look,
myself.
dog,
That's not
let's
hard.
let's admit it, bro. Look, let's be real. People don't want to hear it because of shock value. It was dope. Hit 'em up is
no,
not
it ain't.
good, bro.
It's not.
Let's be
It's
real.
not on my top.
It's
Matter of
not.
fact, Dollars and Cents from DJ Quick trumps hit him up on my
I
list.
forgot about DJ Quick, dog. He got
Thank
a
you.
Now
Look,
Impact hit him up made a different kind of impact because
it's too
the
bad.
battle rap was made in a different kind of way than what we was used to.
yeah. Look, he said a lot of crazy shit, but I'm just talking about
Yeah.
if we talking about pure rapping, and that's just what I'm getting to when I get into certain arguments. Like I ain't gonna lie, I don't care that it came out damn near, uh, it came out 36 years ago. But if you play Ain't No Half
Yeah.
Stepping, that's just
Classic.
dope
Kane was
rapping.
just freestyling this
Recently, right?
month, and I was like, dog, you ain't supposed to be able to rap like that.
Hey, the old head's coming back out. L Cool J got an album coming out with Q-Tip.
I'm
With
tired of
Q-Tip
these
the
old
producer.
heads doing videos telling other people business. And my
Oh,
question to the
that's what you were talking
old
about. Yeah.
heads who keep doing
Yo,
this,
I heard you on
if
that.
everybody was doing all this goofy stuff and all this gay stuff, and you always there, what was you doing?
So who
So
caught to call out some
no, this
gay
is just
stuff?
part of the pot. You got the casters talking about Diddy a lot. You got the Keith Murray interview who went crazy. That ain't gay, but it was some goofy stuff. Then you got Big
Yeah, he was
Hip out here.
lame
He
with
been on the
that.
tour just bashing Jay-Z like over and over
Who?
and over and over again.
I know who he
Big
is. I
Hip.
know who he is, but
Now
it's like, come
you
on.
know Goody Mob now,
I know.
but like that's
I
the
ain't gonna
thing.
disrespect him, but
Like, and,
Oh, what did he say? Because I saw his name popping up,
well,
but I
he's a
didn't see what the fuck
pot
he was talking about.
stand according to himself how he put it, and he just like Jay-Z ain't never been that hot. He ain't got this many that this
Oh,
that, and
that
I'm like,
stupid shit.
homie, you gotta relax.
man, come
And
on.
But
if you
see,
go ride, I could see if the argument was your Dungeon Family homeboy Andre, and then you gotta argue. I wouldn't even hold it against you, dog. But
But you're gonna argue.
right,
yeah, because
like come on, dog.
he was
Yeah,
there.
3 Stacks 9.
But see, this is where I get with. But this is where we talk. and we done had the Jay-Z argument millions of times. Every year that a person had their best year, he's there with them. That shows you you're good. And it's kind of like the Michael Jordan effect. When Magic was still winning MVPs, he's there in the conversation. Charles Barkley get his first MVP, he's there in the conversation. Karl Malone wins MVP, he's still there. Y'all having their best year, y'all best years, and I'm still here. Just as good as y'all. I might have had a year as good as my album might not have been better than Get Rich or Die Trying or Slim Shady MP, but you can't. Oh, we just say the same year. You can't say that Marshall Mathers MP is smashing Dynasty album, even though it may be a better album. The rapping that Jay-Z is doing is still right at that
10
level.
million is better. Like,
and then
and we got to start. Yeah, we got to move people out of it.
The thing is, when I come out the next year and hot,
like we got to move people out of it, dog. We got to start doing, like, at the end of the day. I think it's even disrespectful to even be talking about Jay and Nas with some of these guys. It's like weird to me. Like, why are we even jumping around like that? Just like if you have a conversation with Jay and Nas, they're not gonna allow you to bring people that's obviously less talented than them lyrically, but it's just they're in a certain realm. Like, you can't go to Nas and be like, yo, you killing Melly Mel. Nas could be like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, Nas ain't gonna,
because, like, did you even see it? Like, my brother showed me a clip of when Kevin Hart was talking about Jay-Z. And he was like,
you made it.
Yeah, he was like, how you feel? He was like, what you Yeah, he was like, shit, I'm here. Like, you made it. You made it. I'm here. You made it.
They be real humble, Jay-Z and Nas. They did an interview together too. It was like a while ago.
But my thing is, they have the right. If you look at it and look, I'm a Drake fan. I'm a Cole fan. I'm a Kendrick fan. But if you look at what they did in just their first 4 years or 5 years, it's hard to even say that these guys even have an album that's better than any of them that they put out. And that's when I was debating that with my brother. I'm a Drake fan. I don't even know if Drake has an album better than Blueprint or Reasonable Doubt.
Quick,
and that's my favorite artist.
How old was
I'm a
Drake
Kendrick fan.
when that first album dropped? He was 23.
He was 23.
What was he doing when he was 17?
The grass shit, he was active.
17, 18. This is when Nas was doing Live at the Barbecue, writing Illmatic, recording it. Like, this is crazy. The thing, like, the age. I would keep it really. Every time I see in words that Biggie died at 24. He died at 24.
Well, if I want to put it in perspective, So if you look at it, even though he was still older, Drake hit the scene was so far gone. He was 22 turning 29. But Room for Improvement and all that was
which one is best
20
ever
turning
had
21. So that's the one so far gone.
That's the one with Trey Songz.
Okay, that's the first time I heard him. That's the best I ever had.
Yeah, that's when he was 22 because he was
I like
born 86, birthday October. No, I'm not gonna lie. I looked at it. First thing I heard from him, Drake. I know I love Rose linked to him. I heard Brand New. I'm like, all right, it's an R&B song. I'm like, dude, straight. Then I heard a track called Replacement Girl. It was all right. It wasn't nothing. But then that next year, 2009, around February, he came out. My brother told me about Best I Ever Had. So I'm like, damn, this shit fire. But then I listened to that album, So Far Gone mixtape, and I'm like, oh, this dude really got some shit. I started listening to the other stuff. And then I'm like, bumping. I'm a fan, found all the freestyles, everything else he dropped. And I've been hooked. So, and that's what I'm saying, where as far as Jay is different because Nas came out a prodigy. And I think the best thing that happened to Jay was he was able to leave and reinvent himself. So when you're 19 rapping with Big Daddy Kane, or you're 20 rapping with Jazzo and all that, you just a little kid. But now we see you come back in 26, where you're opening for Wu-Tang and Redman and Big, but now you rich, and you came in and was able to perfect your flow. Because remember, he went from the champion, I'm a little bit second. You get what I'm saying? He went from that to now I'm hitting pocket and rap slow like Nas and all that, and rap just good as Nas was on
what album? What album was the like a spring ankle boy? I ain't nothing to play with. Like what was that?
It wasn't on that album, but it was. So it was originally on a mixtape.
I ain't nothing to play.
It was
forever,
on a mixtape, right? But that was about. But it was released later.
That's when I started to despise his fans, because they kept trying to make me say that that's the best line I ever heard, and I'm like, that's extra regular. Like I could write that myself.
Oh, you talking about and do right and do right and kill everything?
The funny part. See, the funny part with Drake is this: last name ever, first name greatest. People like that. You get what I'm saying? He is simple. You hit it on the head. He's simple. The thing is this, though. The fans, we don't like the commercial shit. It's the B-sides that connected with us. And then what the thing about Drake is he was one of the first rappers to start making songs that would be considered B-sides type. B-sides popular. So the first one that really kind of broke through was, even though it's considered like an R&B song and is mixed in it, is Marvin's Room. You know, you got a song like Marvin's Room that wouldn't be a commercial song, but it became one. We mostly fuck with Drake for the damn, what's the name? Like, to be honest, I can't remember the last time I played.
Yeah, because remember you say he don't even rap like that no more.
I can't remember the last time I played Best I Ever Had. Yeah. No, he doesn't. But I have played a Losses. We play the songs that we either gonna do this. We're gonna play the songs where he rapping, and there's not a lot of them, or we gonna play the songs where some R&B shit.
Drake got,
and that's the mix with Drake.
L effect on 12 because he could go on white girls' walls without their mama complaining too, which is a benefit that you just got. You can, if it helped Eminem, you can't help Drake. You know what I'm saying? It's part of it.
No, it's a
it's an advantage.
Let's be real, because
you should play that advantage.
Yeah. No, you should. Like it's a cheat code, because if you look at it with Drake, let's be honest, if he go in the booth, a lot of these guys will rip his head off.
Dang, you feel like that about
when Cole has rapped at his highest. No, I'm a Drake fan, but I can't think of I'm putting it like this. If you go and they're write their best verse, Kendrick, Cole, any rapper will probably write a better verse than Drake. The thing about Drake is, because he's not supposed to be writing like that, it's the Steph Curry kind of effect. He's not supposed to be there. The thing is, if he write an 8 up there with your 10, is going to give that trick like, oh, wow, that guy not supposed to do this, and he's rapping. But then, can you come and write an R&B song like him, though? Like, so as good as y'all are, as good as Jay is, as good as Nas is, Wayne, Kendrick, Cole, can they write?
I don't think his competition is Kanye.
If we found out Jay-Z or Nas could sing, I don't care how perfect the song is. It could be the best R&B song of all time. We are not gonna let them do that.
We're not gonna listen to it. We ain't
gonna
let him. No, we not. But see, and his vocal and Drake vocals isn't the best.
Yeah, he can pass it. I love the R&B.
Like he can do a song like No Guidance.
I think he's more a relative. He's closer to being a relative of Chris Brown than Jay-Z.
No, he is. If you look at it, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the like I said, the first track I heard from him was an R&B song. So I'm like, who is this nigga? Like he made Brand New. And then he went on actually this is because he started off being a shrewd businessman. He did the hook, like he got remember that song, Dre? I'm so fly, I'm still high. Yeah. I'm, how you trying to do my thing? He did the hook for dude, and the dude was supposed to fucking like release the song with him on the hook. But Drake then was an asshole, did the hook,
Right after
then wrote a
nigga
verse to
already
it. It came out, and so he came out like, now I can sing my own hooks and rap my own songs. And that's when the mystique dropped. Cause dog, like, dude, what the hook was supposed to be for me, I'm releasing a video for it and everything. You do a mixtape, release it,
Exactly.
and then took all my thunder.
Right in the hook.
You get what I'm saying?
A talent too,
So if you look at it,
do that.
what Drake did, not to make it a Drake conversation, he took what LL did, mixed it with what Ja Rule did, perfected what Kanye did on 808s and Heartbreak, and then took 40's sound with the dark R&B wave and just created his
I ain't gonna
own.
lie. With
You get what I'm
December, I
saying?
ain't gonna say he horrible.
No. But you can do that. One, you got the look, you light skin. All you got to do is put up 7 and 8 on raps.
You're right.
And then you do a cold R&B song or a popular song. And see, that's the problem with Nas and all these guys. They got to keep putting out 9s and 10s.
Nas had
because they done already said their best shit.
Like, look, I think it was the singles.
Look, that's the only problem with Nas. He set his bar so high. Look, let's be real. King's Disease is fire, but it is nothing close to any of the shit he did in his prime.
Point where you're
and he's not
with
terrible.
Yourself, we got to stop rating you.
Thank you.
Kind of like people talk about Eddie Murphy coming back for a stand-up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is he's competing with Raw. He's not competing with Kevin and Cat and Dave.
Yeah, we talking about legend. He's not even ranked no more.
With Raw.
Same with Denzel. Equalizer is not as good as Malcolm X or John Q. It's a good role though.
Oh,
but
they said Michael B about to record that Rainbow Six,
even get into that level.
Michael B gonna record.
You said what?
They about to shoot that Rainbow Six movie.
Dang.
Oh, I like that because that first one was the
right.
precursor.
I haven't seen all his movies. That's my guy.
I'm excited to see.
Yeah, I want to see
I've been asking them why they didn't put me in the movie, man. They bullcrapping, dog.
No, this should be a good one. I wonder how many he gonna make, but I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. But man, DEON, that was my question, and that was